Everyone, it's Darla with Creative Biz School, and I was recently asked a question in my Creative Mastermind Facebook group about Google Hangouts. So I wanted to quickly put together a video for you so that you could use Google Hangouts. I absolutely adore Google and everything about Google Plus, and use the Google Hangouts all the time to have one-on-one conversations with my clients. I also use them for at webinar as a webinar tool. So I use that often for my group chats, and I also use Google Hangouts for my group chats as well. So the question is that this person wants to start using Google Hangout to do virtual consultation with clients, which is exactly what I do. And they want to know if they should be bookmarking. It is a video chat. If there's a link that they could use. Or should they start a new Google Hangout each time when they're working with a client? So really it depends on how you're using the Google Hangouts. I use Google Hangout, the regular Hangout, and start a Hangout this way. So I go to my home page, and one of the things I would suggest that you ask your clients to do is one, make sure that they have a Gmail account, and then two, if they are on Google Plus, that makes everything a lot easier. So I usually just ask them if they'll quickly set themselves up with a Google Plus account and have a Gmail account. And then there's a few things that they need to do. It's very easy for them to set it up so that once they have the Google Plus, the Hangout information set up, Google will simply take you through the process. You have to download a software in order to be able to use the microphone on your computer and to do video. It's a very simple process. I've never had any client have any issues with that, but that's something I probably should put together. But anyway, so then what you do is, I am on Hangouts all the time with lots of people. So you can come over here and start a Hangout this way, or you can come over to Home, and then you can come down here to Hangouts and start a Hangout this way. So I'm going to go ahead and just pop over it, and it just says start a Google Hangout. I'm going to quickly bring this over here so you can see it. There we go. And you just basically come in and you'll just start the Hangout. This link here is the Hangout link. So if you were working one-on-one with a client, that's the link that you can simply send them this link in an email and say you're looking forward to talking to them. The other thing you can do is, if they're already on Google Hangout, then you can find them and then click on it and then invite them. Now, there's a quiet invitation that you can do, which means it won't ping to them. But if they're already on Google Plus and are waiting for you to invite them into the Hangout, then I would not do that. That way they can hear the ping noise. And then you can invite extra people here. There's great tools in Google Hangout that I will show you. I can show you at another time, but it's a great resource. So now, once you're done with your Hangout, you simply just hang it up, and you're done. So it's very much like a Skype call, and this is something that I use just about daily actually now, and I love Google Hangout. I love everything to do with Google. So the other way of doing it is to come over here and to go into Hangouts, and you can create a Hangout on Air. Now you can do it this way, but I have learned through someone who is my go-to person that it is better to come over to YouTube to set up a Google Hangout on Air. So what you want to do is, let me get YouTube set up here because I was already in here for you. What you want to do is you want to go to your YouTube channel, and I'm going to come over here and find my YouTube channel. Where are you? There it is. So I go and I find my channel. I have a YouTube channel on YouTube. I have lots of videos in here that I'm either posting myself or I'm watching other people's. So what I'm going to do is come over here to Video Manager, and I'm going to go to Live Events, and I'm going to, and if you've never done a Google Hangout on the air, you may have to set this up, and that's another process. But if you've already done this, then it's pretty simple to do. This is a great tool to use if you are doing like a webinar, or if you're working with a group of people, or if you want to record it and use it later. And that was another question that was asked. Is there a way to have a link that I can use this, or do I always have to start a new Hangout? It depends on how you're using it. So if this is a video that you want to have and you want to be able to show people or to refer to people as a link, then Google Hangouts on Air is a great tool to use this for. So you're going to come over here to live events. You would create a new live event here. As you can see, I had a couple of them already started. You're going to give it a title. You're going to say when you're going to do it. You can give it a quick description. Over here is where you want to decide if you want to leave it public, which means anyone who's on YouTube or on Google+, they can see it in their feed, or it will come up as an email to them too. If you don't necessarily want anyone to see it, and you only want certain people to see it, then you want to mark it as unlisted. And then a quick way of doing it is just I use the quick Google Hangouts on Air, and then I would hit go live now. And then what you can do is once you've set it to go live now, then you can let me get off the page. Then you can invite people to your Hangout, and once it's done, it will look like this. So this was one I did before. This is another one I did. This is one I've got started to go for my Branding Your Brilliance Mastermind group. And so what you would do is you could hit start the Hangout, and then you can invite people to the Hangout. Once it's done, you're going to go over here to basic information. Let me see here. I'm trying to find. That's not what I want. Let me come back over here. I'm going to hit the email test. You can actually, oh, that's not what I'm looking for. Okay, so I'm going to come back up here to videos. Once your broadcast is already done, you can come into it and simply, here, I'm going to grab this one here. I'm going to come over here into the drop-down area. I'm going to hit information and settings, and then I can grab this URL link. And that is the link that you're going to provide to your clients to let them know that they can have it if you want to send this off to someone else again. So just wanted to give you a brief tutorial on this, and I hope this helps you out. Let me know if you have any other questions. I'm always here to help. You can always send your questions either on Facebook or on Google+, or you can send me a quick email over at cbizschool.com on my contact section. If you're not a part of our community, I would love for you to join us, as we're pretty active, and you can always send emails that way, and you'll get weekly news and updates as well. So thanks for the question. I really, really appreciate it, and I hope this has been helpful.